catch up with you. Happy Tuesday. Yes. Not Scary Farm tickets on the way. Blink 182 tickets on the way, huh?
Okay, so what do we have today? We have David Bowie with Space Odyssey, Major Tom. You want to check out that shorts. We're going to go over it here just a little bit here. And then we have Direct Transmission as the title. And we have the beautiful flowers from outside. And there are two beautiful orange flowers. We also have that bright orange in our ancient Egyptian dress here with the symbols that we wrote. Every life we are constantly giving the answers. We're constantly writing in notebooks. We're constantly writing on walls, making music. Those were all ways and are ways of direct transmission. Right now, though, Astro wanted me to explain to you that you're getting major major information, information. See how I can't even talk? We're getting major information being downloaded. And so these are the times where we make the most beautiful music. We write the greatest poetry. We write in books. Back in the day, we wrote on the walls. And Fluffy's in the back saying hi. Hi, Fluffy. Hi, Fluffy. New Mexico again. Significant. Yeah, Fluffy wants to go to New Mexico. So, as in the background, we have the Tibet, we have Mary, we have Judgment as the overall energy today. Self-realization, we have truth is being revealed. God sees all. Know thyself. Self-realization and know thyself. Direct transmissions coming in majorly. Okay, Two of Swords energy was next. You have a choice to make, so take off your blindfold. We have rely on the angels because everything is divinely timed, and with this decision, they are going to give you, let me see, what are they going to give you? They're going to give you renewal. They're going to give you self-love. They're going to give you self-forgiving. And they're going to give you a deep transmutation with the Four of Swords energy. Then we had the Nine of Pentacles. So I'm going over the shorts. So you want to watch the shorts. It's called Space Odyssey by David Bowie. Nine of Pentacles, satisfaction and contentment are what you're going to get out of this full harvest. We also have the Ten of Swords energy, which is all about an ending. It's not about being hurt. It's about you went through your pain and you searched for the truth and you got it. And it's completion of a cycle. Okay? And then you have the Queen of Wands energy, which they want you to stay being authentic. The greatest thing you can do right now is just be you. Like I said, I come on here, I just push play. I don't rehearse all this. I don't script anything. Everything is spontaneous. So even when you watch the music, it's spontaneous. The cards are spontaneous. This energy read is nothing scripted. Okay? So be you. Be you, Miss Mystic. Be you. You're going on a new beginning with the Fool energy. You're taking that leap of faith, and you have awoke, and you have optimism. So be useful, happy, and free was the last card on the shorts. So it's telling you to be useful, happy, and free. Now, that was the shorts. We're going to go a little bit deeper into this because I want to give you some transformations and some transmissions. Okay, I am Commander. Let's give the people their next message here. Okay, courage to declare the truth is very important right now. This is not the time to be part of the flock. This is your time to shine. It may be a time where you're very alone, just hanging out with the cat or the dog, right? But this is a time to be declaring the truth. Very important to be authentic and be yourself. Okay, then we have the Ace of Cups energy, which is new everything. That's what we're going to. We're going to new everything. That's why I said to get rid of the old energy, get rid of the things in your house that might be old energy. Keep the things like on the wall that mean something to you, but you notice there's nothing in front of the wall. And at one time, there were plenty of things in front of that wall. Okay? We don't need that stuff anymore. All right? Then the other thing Astro wanted me to tell you is this newness. I told you yesterday, I don't know if you remember, but I told you yesterday that a lot of people are going to be dying. Okay? Pets and people are going to be dying because the energy is all clearing out to finish this mission, to finish this last chapter, Lion and the Virgin. All of you that are confused when I talk about that, you're probably new to the channel. It's bringing in the last part of the movie into 4D. We're doing it 5D and higher right now, and we're going to be bringing it into 4D. It's like just what it says, the Lion and the Virgin. I really can't get into too much about it, but I just wanted to explain to you, if you're wondering what that means, it's something we're doing 5D and higher, and we're bringing it into 4D, and we're finishing this movie. We're already out of the Matrix, but we're still hanging between 4 and 5D, and we've got to finish it. Now, we do have a kitty cat that's coming in because they love the cards. So, new everything, oneness, hearts open, filled with love, creativity, and bliss. Okay? There you go, kitty. You want to play with the cards. All right, you can play with them. All right, so we have the Ten of Cups energy. Fantasies coming true. Soul mates are coming together. Lots of love in the future. And wholeness. So remember when I took the apple and I cut it in half and I said, this is what's coming next? That was true. That was your mission partner coming in to help you with the things you needed to be helped. So that may still be something that is coming into your future. Mine's done. My mission partner came in, helped me get to my next level, cleared out my sheds with me, gave me a few nice gifts, went to a few movies and restaurants. He's off on his own. I'm now waiting for my whole apple. Okay? Wholeness. That's where two apples from the same branch come together. That's what's coming next on this next highest timeline. The Virgin and the Lion are going to meet. And they're going to have all their people, which is you, all of us that are on the spaceship together, we're going to be riding in on our white horses with our gold shields. And that's what we're preparing right now. That's our fantasy becoming true. Remember when you were a kid and they said Jesus was going to ride back with his whole army on the clouds, and he was going to ride back with all of his army? Well, that's what we're talking about. So if you know, you know. I can't tell you too much. You have to ask about it in Astro before you go to bed, and try to have the remembrance. You're getting direct transmissions right now, and what I'm saying is resonating with a lot of you because that's your astro memory. And when you're in your physical avatar, 11:07 on the clock, when you're in your physical avatar, they don't let you know too much, but direct transmissions are coming in big time right now. Confirmation. So go within. That's your high priest energy and your high priestess energy. Use your gut feelings. Use your third eye. So when I was just talking to you, that was a direct transmission. And your soul knows what I was saying, even if you don't. But it's really simple. That what we were taught back then about Jesus coming back, the lion and the virgin, with all of his horses, all of his following on them, that's all true stuff. We weren't told only lies. There was a little bit of truth mingled in with all the lies. So God can. Ask and you shall receive. Very good scripture. You want to look that up and study that. I don't know where it is exactly in the Bible, but all you have to do is Google it. Ask and you shall receive. This says ask and you will receive. Okay? Then we have the Ten of Wands energy, which again is all about the endings. I was talking earlier about the endings. Tens are the end. So you want to keep going and you want to prioritize is what I'm hearing. Release the old. If you're still hanging on to a lot of stuff that needs to be gone, get rid of it. But just like I said here, I still have stuff here. I don't have to live in just an empty space. But the stuff that I didn't need that was here is gone. Okay? And you just give it away. We don't need money and politics. It's not on our spaceship. We don't come back on our horses with backpacks. Okay, then we have, the only warning we have is that Five of Cups, which is the grieving of the past. Now, they wanted me to tell you this last night in Astro. I don't write this stuff down. I just say, well, if I'm supposed to remember, then tell me when I'm doing my live. Because I'm not scripting anything. I never do. So they said, some of them might remember the story about the 3 suitcases. If you don't remember the story about the 3 suitcases, go back a few videos, because I told you you were going to get on a plane and you could only take 1 carry-on. And you had 3 suitcases ready to get checked in. And I said, well, you can't do it. You only can bring on 1 carry-on to where you're going. So you had to leave 3 suitcases behind, and they had stuff in it that you really wanted, because obviously you left your whole house and you brought 3 suitcases and a carry-on. And I said you couldn't take the 3 suitcases. So you had to decide, are you going to get on the plane, go to your new highest timeline, and just take the carry-on? Most of you did. Okay, so you left the 3 suitcases behind, you got on the plane, you took the carry-on with your most important stuff, probably like your wallet and your cell phone, okay, and whatever else is really important to you. And then you went to your new destination, and I said you'd have everything you needed when you got there. That's the revelation codes, the direct transmissions that I'm talking about in the last two videos. Now, what's the warning is some of you tried to take them 3 suitcases and get them forwarded to your new destination. And we caught you doing that because we see everything. No, 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 that was not right. You wanted, well, I know where I am now. I'm here, so now you can send me my 3 suitcases to where I am. You guys actually tried that, some of you. Wrong answer. It didn't work, and you may be in trouble for that and have to go to a lower level now, okay? So what the warning is that we provided everything you needed on your highest timeline, but you still wanted to reach back to those 3 suitcases with your old things in it. Grieving, disillusion, disappointment, betrayal, pity, broken hearts. That's what 5 of Cups energy is. Can't take that on the highest timeline. So you went down a level. You're still at your destination. You still took your 1 carry-on. You still went to your newest timeline, but you're still grieving the past. You still have a disappointment in your heart for the things that you've left behind. Gotta go. Gotta go. The only thing you're doing is you're putting yourself at a lower level on your new timeline. You don't want to do that. So work on that. 5s are change. Work on that. That's your warning. Okay? And guess who's behind all this? The devil. Yep. He also wants you to think that you're stuck. He wants you to feel that you have opposition. You don't. 17:25 on the clock. You don't. He wants you to have sorrow for those 3 suitcases you left behind. Again, if you're going to keep going into the past, I don't care what it is. Just say stop. Because my brain does the same thing. My brain will look at something, a picture. Oh, and it takes me back to the past. I tell my brain, stop. It stops. And I enjoy the picture right where it is, right now, with you and me looking at it. It takes work. You have to say stop a lot. But then it gets less and less and less, and pretty soon you're not even saying stop no more, because you're living your fullest timeline. So please work on this, because the devil really has no power over you. He's not even on that timeline. It's just your thinking. He can get you through thinking. Okay? Then we had the 4 of Pentacles, and that was in reverse. So it's saying that you need to help others more. You need to be more generous. So that's going right back to getting rid of all those things that are holding you back. Those 3 suitcases, those went to charity. Those were some of your favorite outfits, right? Because you put them in that suitcase. I told you, you can't take them. Those were your favorite outfits. But now you have new outfits on your timeline that fit the timeline. Like this outfit, right? If I had to leave this outfit in that suitcase, oh well, I'll get a different one on my new timeline. And it probably won't have this on there. It will have an alien face, right? Okay, so you get what I'm trying to say. That was the only warning. Then we're going to just pick a couple from the top. We've got the Knight of Pentacles, which is determination. Keep moving forward with your determination. And the Page of Swords, okay? So keep learning new things. Be the King of Pentacles energy, but be the Page of Swords in action. Okay? Be like an open book, a sponge on this new timeline at your new destination. Take all this stuff in and really be a student of truth, a truth seeker, the Page of Swords. But be that determined, hardworking Knight of Pentacles that's stable. And then again, it's just repeating itself, so we're going to close it up with give it away, clarity, time, charity, not clarity. I said clarity. So clarity in charity, talent and things. So it's not only your 3 suitcases, it's also your old thinking that you left behind. Now we're on the new timeline. We're getting revelations, right? We're getting direct transmissions, right? Major Tom. This is grounds control to Major Tom. And I am Miss Mystic. Thank you for listening.